Let's talk Trove, the first and only life capture app designed to share who you are, what you've learned, your values, love, and life experience with the people in your life that matter the most. I'm Danny Feltzman. I'm a founder, I'm a friend, I'm a son, and an ex-husband. Most importantly, I'm a dad. And since becoming a dad, I've been obsessed with one question and one question only. How can I, a father living continents away from his son, take everything that's in here and everything that's in here and give it to the person whose life I am responsible for, to the person that I love the most? I believe parents are the children's first and most important influencers, and that there is no greater force in the universe than the power of love between a parent and their child. This love, natural instinct to protect and preserve the bloodline, is coded into the DNA of every single living being, whether they understand it, want to accept it, or not. When I became a dad, I realized that sooner or later, one day, I would be gone. We never really know when it's our time to go, and the thing that scared me, more than anything, was the fact that I would leave my son alone and unprepared in this world. The truth is, our lives are finite, and in the end, all we really leave behind are fragments of our thoughts and memories scattered between social media, messengers, and the cloud. We exist in a time when we have social media empires and mobile apps to help us cultivate every personal and professional relationship we make in our lives, except for the most important. And then I thought to myself, I can't be the only person that's thinking about this. And I asked myself, who else has this problem? And I started doing some research. I don't know if you know this, but there are currently hundreds of thousands of armed forces, servicemen and women, mothers and fathers risking their lives away from their families to protect us at home. There are doctors, nurses, healthcare workers working 80 hours a week. They're the truck drivers, the firefighters, the police officers, the first responders. Whether they're separated by work, distance, or duty, every one of the parents we spoke with all want the same thing. They want their children to know who they are. They want to share their own life lessons and experience to prepare their kids as best as they can for life. And most importantly, they want their children to know how much they mean to them and how much they love them, just in case something happens. And when I realized that, that's when I became obsessed. Because now it wasn't just about me solving a problem for myself. It was bigger. And if we could put a little dent in the world and find a way to connect these families in a completely different, more private, personal, nuanced, and curated way, then that settled it. I made a promise to my son, and my only mission in life was to build Trove. It was at that point that I brought together a team of family and child psychologists, game designers and engineers, passionate mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, and as we looked for solutions, we understood that the current landscape of commercially driven internet platforms, they were never designed to solve this specific problem. They're ad platforms, not places for life curation. They miss the nuance, the context, and deeper meanings of our lives. And after years of research and development, launching and testing beautiful prototypes and concepts with over 15,000 different parents, we are proud to present you, the Kickstarter community, and the world with our vision for a better future with Trove. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Danny, here to show you and share with you the culmination of years and years, blood, sweat, and tears put into this dream and this idea of creating an app that helps us as parents capture, organize, and share everything that makes us who we are, so that our children don't have to reference an account on social media to understand who their parents are. Now, I'm going to share with you the maximum of what we can show you, given the fact that we haven't gone to market just yet. So there is a lot of know-how and a lot of secret sauce here that we want to keep within a very tight group of alpha and beta testers. But long story short, Trove, through missions, through theme packs and guided questions based on different categories, helps you paint an honest portrait of who you are, what you've learned, your values, love, and life experience for the people in your life that matter the most. The dashboard has different missions and thematic questions and guided questions. And the more missions you fulfill, the more content you create is automatically organized based on different themes and different categories. You can write a personalized introduction. You write the story, you create the narrative that your children will see, or your child will see, in this book of you. The more missions you complete, the more your book levels up. So we gamify the entire experience. There's two different ways to organize and view your content. The first is in the book, and the second is our views. So we've thought long and hard about what actually makes up a person's life. And in the end, if you really think about it, and we mentioned this many times before, all we are is the sum of our collected memories, what we've seen, our wisdom, what we've learned, our emotions, what we felt, our culture, the way that music, art, literature, movies, the culture around you has influenced you, your family, your friends, and most importantly, your child. Now, every one of these timelines has their own unique user experience. In wisdom, we organize your wisdom based on different categories: life lessons, belief, life hacks, advice, values. Same goes for emotions. Every time you create a post, you can tag a specific emotion, and then your children goes in and he can see all the different ranges of emotions that her mom or her dad, his mom or his dad, has felt throughout their life. Same thing goes for culture. You have a library of your favorite artists, your favorite songs, your favorite books, your favorite movies, podcasts, everything. You can create content through the dashboard. You can also add manually the content that you're used to doing through a notepad or through any social media or journaling platform. Or you can switch to story mode, which is AI assisted, where you add text, add photos, let our AI analyze the content, and then our AI suggests the post title, looks at the metadata, tells you where you've been, who you were with, the days, and suggests different categories that you can tag your post in. Every time you create a post, you add more content to the book of you, and level by level, you start leveling up. Aside from helping you capture and codify who you really are, we want to help you grow as a parent and an individual. So we have curated content that we curate ourselves with different tips, podcasts that we listen to, videos that we find on YouTube, articles from different websites, book recommendations from different authors that we also read as parents, and useful links to other websites and organizations focused on helping parents to be better parents. The cherry on top, Lena, which is my grandma. It's not really my grandma, but it's an AI that we named after her. She is programmed, and her knowledge base is programmed on the works of what, in our opinion, are the leading family and child psychologists, thinkers in the field of early child development, family and child psychology. So you can ask Lena any question related to interfamily relations, and she gives you an answer not only just with generated text, but with specific references to specific authors and specific parts of their book, and then gives you further recommendations on podcasts to listen to, videos to watch from YouTube, or books and articles. So she works as a parenting coach. Also, the people that are going to be joining the alpha and beta testing groups are going to be the first people that can access this. A lot of people ask us how your kids are going to be able to gain access to this content. Very simple. You get a login screen for your kid. Most likely they're going to be able to scan a QR code, or you're going to send them an invitation via email, and they get access to this book of you, and they start seeing the same content that you created for them. They also have missions, right? Uncover your parents' life lessons. And as they go through all these different views or the book, they're going to be able to uncover and unlock all the things from your timeline, from your life story, and theirs as well. They can add their own comments. Instead of like, we have love. And when they press plus, instead of creating a post, they can ask you a question. Now, we are obsessed. We have one goal, one dream, and that's why we're here with you on Kickstarter. Our phase 1 is to get to 1 million troves, because that means 1 million parents and their kids are establishing deeper, more meaningful connections with their families in a completely different, trusted and safe place that will be around forever. That's our first dent in the world, and the sky's the limit after that. And I'm just a dad on his own hero's journey who genuinely believes in his heart of hearts that this is something the world needs. And I made a promise to my son on day 1 that no matter what, his old man was going to make this work. To him, I am an example that if you really want something, if you keep trying, listen, learn, and most importantly, surround yourself with the right people, you can and will achieve your dreams. In a world where almost every second of every day we are reminded of how noisy and unpredictable the world is, there is a societal shift to find a place that's safe for you and your loved ones. Join us in building a sanctuary for families in the digital realm, where the bonds between parent and child are unbreakable, where nothing is left unsaid, and the memories of those who came before live on forever. Welcome to Trove.